Not like one size for all. It's okay if you have a very boring love story, if your shit, it's more like your fight or flight sensation kicking in. If you, apart from Jab We Met, I don't like a single Imtiaz Ali movie. Hey there! Hi! How are you people doing? Oh my god, after such a long time I'm filming a video because I'm sick and it's 42 degrees outside. I'm melting. Ooh, how's my chumka? Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Today, after such a long time, I thought about talking to you guys because you are my family. Today I thought about having a deep conversation about love because why not? As you don't know, or maybe you know if you are a continuous visitor of my YouTube channel, I'm 30 years old and I have some insight. I have been through therapies and medicines and blah 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 for such a long time, and I have friends. I'm not a social recluse. I do have friends, not much but quality friends, and I have talked to them. I to them a lot, and I thought about sharing this experience or insight that I got from talking to my friends and therapies and their uh, their insight, what they think. Ugh, what a disgusting pimple that I have. Anytime I think about filming a video, a pimple pops out. In movies, TV shows, we have seen this thing that when you fall in love, slow breeze flows, violin starts to play, and like Bollywood movies, Chand Mera Diya, Chandni Ho Tum, all the Main Hoon Na stuff. But it doesn't happen to us. Hard to shallow pill. I mean, it never happened to us and will never happen to us. Let me tell you, I have waited hell long for my dupatta to be stuck on someone's watch. As usual, it never happens. Come on, it's Bollywood. Like in Bollywood, in Karan Johar movies, the poorest of the poor lives in villas and they have designer clothes and new model mobiles all the time. So what am I saying? So, yeah, that type of romance, that that slow breeze, rose petals are flowing everywhere, that will never happen to us. Sad but true. You know what, there is no wrong way or right way to experience romantic or physical attraction, each on their own. Everybody experiences that thing differently. It's not like one size for all. It's okay if you have a very boring love story, if your lover is not running beside the train for to give their hand to pick you up, all the DDLJ shenanigan. And it's okay if you don't feel butterflies, if it's totally okay if you feel safe and calm, not the butterfly and jittery feeling every time. What the hell is this? That jittery feeling every time you see someone. It's okay if your heart doesn't beat like crazy when you meet your lover or husband. It's completely okay, even though all the K-dramas and Bollywood made us think like, if that's not happening, this it means you don't love that person. Stupid fuck. It's completely okay if you don't go totally berserk every time that person's text pops up in your mobile. It's okay. It's okay to have a completely mundane and boring love story because it's your love story, duh. It's special on its own. Okay, so if you have been treated badly by people in the past, for example, like you grew up in a very toxic family, or you have been bullied in school, then you have very toxic friend circle, or you were humiliated and tortured and abused in your relationship or marriage, It's completely okay. I mean, if all of these things happen to you. So, moral of the story, if you've been treated badly by people in your past, people who were supposed to love you in the past but they hurt you, if that's the scenario, you might even mistake certain feelings as sensation of love. For example, in Indian culture, parents beat the crap out of their kids. I'm not exception. My parents, my mom especially, beat the crap out of me, and it's not like only my mother. It's a national phenomena of Asian parents to beat the crap out of their kids. So what happened for because of that we consider abuse, mostly physical abuse, as love. So because of this, you might even mistake some type of sensation and feeling as love when it's actually your body is telling you the fight or flight situation, or your mind and your body. Most of the time when you feel jittery situation, some shit, it's more like your fight or flight sensation kicking in. If you have a crush on someone and you're feeling anxious around them, or whenever that person talks to you, the way they talk to you, it makes you flustered, it's not necessarily an indication of the fact that you have spark or chemistry between you and compatibility. Most of the time it is not. I mean, I have seen this with men. I have felt butterfly in my stomachs. They gave me the whole zoo after that. That butterfly cost me a lot. So it's completely okay if you find a partner and you don't feel those stuff. I mean, yeah, for initial stage, yeah, you want to do something with them, that's initial, attraction. But after, 2-3 weeks, sometimes we think it's butterfly, but in reality it's fear of losing them, or fear of hurting them, or dissatisfy them. That's what's happening. So it's completely okay to feel absolutely calm and safe with your partner. And I'm really not saying that sexual attraction is bad. No. I mean, I personally can't date anyone that I have zero sexual chemistry with. Nah. I mean, initial spark and sexual attraction is normal, because if we are not attracted towards someone, then why the hell should we date them, right? That's not the case. I'm not talking about that. It's about feeling. I mean, people who have been in a long-term relationship or even married will understand what I'm saying. It's the feeling of, home. When you reach to that person, you can gossip about your office bullshit, your school bullshit, even about your parents or their parents, their relatives, your relatives. Like, they're like your gossip partner, your home buddy, your sex buddy, everything in one person. That type of feeling. You can fart around them. The farting around each other is important. That level of comfort is important. I believe in love at first fart. Okay, so love and relationships are allowed to be boring. Like, if you are receiving the only flower in Valentine's Day in cauliflower, it's completely okay. It doesn't make it, not real, sustaining. Love doesn't need to be like Imtiaz Ali movies all the time. Okay, confession time. Apart from Jab We Met, I don't like a single Imtiaz Ali movie. Okay, I find them very superficial and stupid. I have this genie hairstyle today. Sorry. Love is not like Wonker Bai movies all the time, and Imtiaz Ali movie, and definitely not like Karan Johar movies. Ugh. If you are romantically inexperienced, which means you haven't dated 10,000 people in your your lifetime, or never dated at all. It's completely okay. I know many people say, oh my god, you haven't fallen in love, are you a human being? No. If you are 30 years old, 40 years old, and you haven't bought, I'm so pissed. What the hell? I bought this kurta. Actually, this is very old kurta. These things are keep popping out. What are they? I'm sorry for the disturbance. Okay. If you haven't dated 10,000 people in a lifetime, or if you are 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, or however old that you are, and if you haven't fallen in love like ever, it is also okay. And you shouldn't feel guilty. You shouldn't feel guilty about that. Everybody has special needs in their relationship, and if you haven't find that person who can complete your needs, so what? Love doesn't give you your bread and butter. So it's completely okay if you haven't found love, and it's okay to have own wants and needs and standards and boundaries. Okay, it's okay, girly. You are allowed to know that what you want in a relationship without any tangible experience. And it's also allowed when you are in a relationship. Sometimes I think you have heard this phrase that some people say, we grew apart. Why that happens? Do not feel guilty about that. If that's something happened in your relationship, that you grew apart, that you used to love someone and you don't love that person anymore, because see, we are allowed to change as we gain, and it is human nature. As we gain more experience, we keep on changing, we keep on evolving. Just because someone potentially can hurt you doesn't mean you have to lock and key your heart, or just because of the fact you are scared that, oh, that my person might grow apart from me, or I might change and grow apart from that person. It's okay. There are two options: break up, divorce. And I think people stay with people even after the attraction or the comfort is over. People stay with someone, especially in India, even after the fact that both of them are like North Pole and South Pole and have no emotional attraction or any type of relationship comfort level or anything. Simply, in simple words, there are couple who have grown apart still stays in relationship painfully, because there's a huge stigma in our society against divorces, as if, oh, somebody got divorced, the world is over. Come on, shut up. It's a goddamn divorce. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, just because I am very scared and skeptical when it comes to love, and because I've been heartbroken before, but it's okay. It's okay if you are heartbroken and still want to experience love. If you have been heartbroken before and people say that you have to cautious now, you have to be very aware and cautious to fall in love. You can never fall in love if you are too cautious, and if you are always scared to get hurt. You're just putting your heart inside a box and lock and key it. Don't do this. It's okay to carry your heart in your sleeves. It's okay to find crazy, stupid love, even if you're 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old. It's okay. That's love. It's a K-drama's name. Yeah. Okay, now I'm sharing something personal, very personal with you. Okay, I haven't shared this with anyone before. I'm just sharing it on camera with you. So I had someone in my life. Okay, I would call him the one that got away, and he's a very good friend of mine. He's a very, very good friend of mine. No bad blood or beef between us. He is a nice friend. He has been for a long time. So I felt so much guilt about making my friend wait so long for my emotional walls to start coming down, because I've been through a lot since I was a kid, and yeah, my relationship experience is not that good. So yeah, I made my friend wait for a long time, and he loved me. He was into me. I just don't know. Without knowing the fact that how I'd feel once I didn't know. I mean I really didn't know how I'd feel once I am in an actual relationship, because I was so afraid of being in a relationship because of my previous experiences, and because he was such a good friend to me and I adored him a lot. I didn't want him to feel like my guinea pig. I didn't want him to be in a relationship when I couldn't give my 100%. That's what I thought. But you know what? I realized after therapy sessions and talking to my other friends that all of us are guinea pigs. There's no right time when you will be ready to be in a relationship, We are all guinea pigs. This whole relationship, there's no such thing as perfect relationship. So this whole relationship thing is basically trial and error method we are all going through. Today, this is actually Eid special makeup. Everything is going to be shiny, golden. So what I was saying, that's what relationships are. We try them, we learn what we need, how we can improve, and sometimes relationships don't work. Every relationship that works or doesn't is a lesson, and we move on. We then try again with someone else. We improve, we fall apart, we break apart, and we try again later. Everything is good, and you learn a lot after going through bad relationships. You don't need to lock your heart after that. Bad relationships are always good lessons, and as long as you get to know about your own boundaries, bad relationships teaches you what you want, what you don't want, what your boundaries are, what your needs are, and also about not knowing. My bad relationships, mostly this happened. I did not know what my boundaries are. I did not know when to say no, and I blame my childhood for that because it wasn't a good one. What is important in all this is knowing yourself. Unless and until you know yourself better, you is the because. I don't know who follows here Tanmay Bhatt's meme reviews. If you do, you will know you is the because. Joke, whatever. So bad relationships mostly teaches you a lot about yourself, so you don't need to lock and key your heart. Even though I have done, I need to take my own lesson and I need to start dating. It's been a long time I haven't dated anyone, and mainly the reason is I live with my parents and they are not really very fond of the word dating. And reason number 2 is COVID, and reason number 3 is I don't trust men anymore. 3 years of my hoeing time. Come on, I consider 20s as your hoeing days. Be a hoe in your 20s. Don't even think about getting married. Don't take my advice, you're gonna die single. But yeah, 20s is for checking the water temperature. And friends, if you think that a person you are dating has too many had partners before you, because obviously he did or she did, that they will be very experienced in love in general, but it is not. They're still learning too. You may think that, oh, they know everything, still not implementing it, blah blah blah. It's not. They're still learning, man. They're still learning. And also, if you know that what you want in a relationship, what you need in a relationship, don't you ever allow anyone, may that be a friend or a partner or anyone, allow anyone to think that you don't want that. Do not let anyone manipulate you into thinking that your wants or needs are not valid. Nah. Even though you don't have any first-hand experience of that type of love, trust me, the love you seek exists. The bare minimum shit that you expect from a relationship or from a man or woman or any human being exists. That person exists. The type of relationship you have dreamt of, that also exists. Don't you ever let someone manipulate you into thinking that you are a cuckoo and that whatever you need in a relationship is too much. No, your needs, your wants can't be too much. Nah. Today I'm going pink. My full face is pink. Do I need more blush? Okay, yeah. I always need more blush because I love blush. As probably you know. Blush crazy woman. You know, the matter of fact, I used to hate blush. I used to think that I'm brown, I'm deep skin toned, so blush probably, or any color of blush, the type of blush I love probably won't look good on me, but to my utter surprise, it does. Blush looks good on everyone. Another thing is, you are not naive or childish if you have been through bad relationships and now you want to be in a good one and you have some needs, emotional needs. I know many people, and whenever I told them, okay, I need this XYZ in a relationship and these are my needs. For example, I need validation all the time. Like, I need someone who will tell me that they love me every day. Like every morning, evening, whatever time they get, at least once a day, they need to tell me, that, babe, I love you. You know, right? I need that. I need that validation. And yes, for that, many people had told me that, oh, you are a coco, you are immature, blah blah blah. But that's my need, that's my boundary. Is there's a reason, psychological reason why I need that validation all the time. So no, I'm not immature, that's my need. And same goes with you. Everyone has their unique needs. Trust me, they do. And that does not make you immature. I mean, what is even maturity? Some adults who I don't know what I don't know what is maturity anymore. There's another thing. You shouldn't be patronized for wanting to experience things that you have never experienced. Another thing I want to tell you, that you should not be sad or feel guilty or be patronized to want something that you have never experienced. You know, many of us really wants to experience, that romantic, Bollywood or K-drama type love or teenage love. For example, I want to experience teenage love, those Archie's card and 14 roses on 14th February, etc., or cycle trips together. Because many of us, especially if you are queer, if you're just like me, part of the LGBTQ community, we never got to experience such thing as kid love, teenage love when we were in high school, or mostly even in college, because non-cis love is very much stigmatized in our country. Not only that, it took a lot to come clear to ourselves that yes, we are queer. It was a long journey. So yeah, if anyone in your life, if there's anyone in your life that makes you feel like that whatever type of love that you want should not be, or if you are 50 years old, you should not ask for teenage love or Archie's card stuff, kick that person out of your love. You don't want that negativity in your love life or in your life. You don't want that negativity. For example, as a queer kid, I couldn't even hold the hand of the person I loved. Whereas my counterparts, my friends who were not in a homosexual relationship but were in cisgender relationship, whatever that is, they were going to dates on cycle trips. Your there, and I had to hide it. I had to hide my love life for the longest period of time. So when I'll find a person that I don't have to hide, or that person won't like to hide me as if I'm their dirty secret, I'm going to live all my dreams. So yeah, moral of the story is people who are made for you is out there. You're gonna find that person, and if you have already found that person, it's okay to feel safe with them. It's okay to have a boring lifestyle, and yeah, that's it. Oh, my look is also finished. How do I look? Let me do a montage that nobody asked for. This is my golden, very shiny, shimmery. This is I'm glowing like a disco ball. I'm literally glowing like a disco ball, and I don't care. I think I'm gonna wear a bindi. Wear a bindi. What color bindi should I wear? Black, obviously. What else? Baby, I need to know. Oh, exciting boy, come find me. Oh, is Bindi good? Is it good? Or I was with Bindi, without Bindi? With Bindi or without Bindi? Tell me. Baby, I need to know. I think I was looking good without Bindi. What do you think? Tell me. And also, tell me, what type of love do you have, and what type of love do you believe in? And how is your love life going? Tell me. And yeah, if you like talking to me and like doing my makeup and doing your makeup also, you know what? Let's do one thing. Whenever I come with this makeup and chit chat video, you take all your makeup kasaman in front of you, your whole makeup stash in front of you, and do your makeup as I go. I mean, with me. Then I'll feel like we're doing this, we are just friends gossiping together and doing our makeup. Let's do that. Ooh, brilliant idea. And yes, I still don't know what this is. Keep coming out of this kurta. It's ugly, but the kurta is pretty. Actually, I like this color, especially chose it for Eid. I know it's a stereotype, but green looks very good on Eid. And I'm melting because it's 42 degrees here in Kolkata. Also, everyone thinks every makeup influencer, Indian makeup influencer in this world are from either Mumbai or Delhi. No, we exist. This is a city, metro city called Kolkata. There also exists in India. Please, not all the makeup artists and makeup influencers are from Delhi or Mumbai. So yeah, see you in my next video. Bye.